Welcome back to MvM Live. We're here with a special broadcast this evening of Small World of Warcraft, which Warcraft. I have never played either of those games, so I'm in for a treat, I assume, but we'll let Jeremy take it from here.
Yeah, so this is Small World of Warcraft. It is a continuation of the Smallworld franchise from Days of Wonder, an extremely popular game that has a number of different expansions to it. It's a very simple game of area control in which you take a race and you try to expand out as much as possible to control territory in order to gain these coins or victory points. But at one point, you're going to stretch yourself too thin, which means you're going to have to make that race go into decline, grab a new race, and redo it all over again. The trick here is that they've infused Warcraft, which is an extremely popular IP. Ryan and I have both played it. Ryan probably more extensively than I have, but I've played a lot of Warcraft in my life as well.
World of Warcraft.
So you're going to see a lot of the the things that people love about Warcraft in this game. You have factions in this game. You have the Alliance, and you have the Horde, and you have the neutral factions, which will come into play not only in the 2 to 5 player game, but also there is a whole nother set of rules called the Battle for Azeroth, which is going to have team play. And you can actually play teams of Horde versus Alliance, which is really, really unique. There are 16 races in this game, which cover the whole gambit of Warcraft. And then there's a number of different abilities. I've not played Smallworld enough to know if a lot of these abilities carry over from Warcraft or from the original Smallworld, but a lot of them have some similarities to them. But there are a number of new rules. In fact, in the rule book, there is a little icon that shows you which rules are new. And when I counted those up, there's 8 new rules that are infused in this game. So you're obviously going to get a lot of similarities, but you're going to get a lot of differences as well.
Yeah. Before we start, let's talk about how just great the synergy is. I mean, this was like the perfect license to put Smallworld on. I mean, the way these races and abilities, special powers, translate to World of Warcraft is really cool.
Well, the races themselves, I've read through all the races, and they are super thematic to the actual races in the game. The abilities, as I said, there's a lot of things that are brought in from Smallworld. Of course, this game can be expanded upon even further. A lot of cool stuff going on. All right, so let's start from the top and just talk about what's going to happen. So at the start of the game, you have 6 different races with abilities all randomized at the start of the game. You have 5 right here, and then you have a 6th one, which constitutes of both of the stacks individually that players can use. Now, to start the game, I'm going to be the first player. Each of us is going to start with 5 coins. That's because these coins are really important at the start of the game. It's going to allow you to be able to pick one of these pairs together. For each pair that you skip over, you have to place one of your coins or one of your victory points there in order to take a better one. Why is this important? Because some combinations in this game, especially depending upon where you are in the game, are going to be extremely important to your ability to stay locked in and stay not out, or stay incline, not in decline.
Right.
So to speak.
You want to stay on the board as long as you can.
Yeah.
But you got to find that ripe moment to go and decline.
And this game is all take that too. So there's going to be a lot of throat punching in this game, and people are going to get upset with one another for sure. One of the unique things you're going to notice right from the start is that there are islands. There's no adjacency other than on the island itself. These islands are completely separate of one another. It's a new thing in the game. We're going to start with 3 of them: 1 small, 1 medium, and 1 large. It's going to depend upon the number of players. Also on the board, you're going to see mountains, just like you did in the original Smallworld, on top of the mountain areas. You're going to see murlocs in here. These are the neutral factions that you can destroy. You're also going to see a number of different icons that are going to be representative of some of the abilities to give you more coins or victory points to the game. And then finally, you're going to see 2 different types of tokens. They are called artifacts and legendary places. There is a whole stack of these in the game. We've randomly placed 3 of these on the locations that show what size tile it is. We don't know what those are. We will discover those when someone actually discovers those areas. I imagine they're extremely powerful, but we'll find out. And this is our first time playing, so excuse us if we stumble across a couple of the rules as we go.
I put a lot of Smallworld. I mean, a lot of it does feel like Smallworld. I mean, that's one great thing about this game.
There's some slight timing differences that go into play. But all right, are we ready to start?
I think we are ready to start. We'll talk about each race combination probably as you pick it, right?
Yeah. Kira, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
as ready as you
I
can
can't
be.
see the comments. It's so weird to not be in the comments.
Get your phone out. That's fine.
Look,
It's a Friday night. It's a Friday night stream.
Listen, if you can't see the comments, you can finally stop saying that you lost because you were reading the comments.
That's true. But I like
Also,
talking to the audience.
John Wheeler is in the comments. Before he goes, John, you're welcome for telling you all about Grand Usher Hotel.
There you go.
He likes to come in the comments every day and give a nice little thank you to us. So here's a nice little you're welcome
John is
back.
always here.
Yeah, John is one. We have a few regular commenters that are part of our community. I'm really excited to see them already here in the comments talking, so that's great.
All right, let's get going.
What are you
Friday
gonna
Night
do?
Gaming. I'm just going to start off easy. I'm going to pick the Draenei, and I'm going to pick Garrison. And I'll put these up here so you guys can see what these are. So the first thing you're going to notice anytime you pick a race in this game, just like in Smallworld, you're going to calculate the ability with the number of tokens on both of these different things, the race and the ability. You're going to add those together, and you're going to collect that many different tokens for the race. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's actually 12 of these. So I could have collected 12, but I didn't have the right combination. Then you're going to notice that they have their own special ability. My special ability I'll talk about when it actually is active. It's basically a protection from other people attacking me. So nothing really big right now. And then the Garrison is basically a fort that's going to make it harder for people to come in and to attack me. When I take that, as Kira already did, she's going to move everything up 1 and refill it so there's always 6 available, 5, and then the stack itself. Now, we go into the first conquer phase. I get to take my race and conquer it. Now, unlike Smallworld, I have to enter through very specific places. Now imagine I'm on my boat sailing into these islands, and that's thematically what it's trying to represent. There are a number of different ports on each of these islands. There's 3 on a small island, there's 4 on a medium island, and there's 5 on a large island. When you go into these ports, they require 1 extra access fee. When you introduce any of your races to any area in the game, it's always 2. So in order to move my guys around or to introduce them to a region, it's 2. Plus 1 for an entry point, plus 1 for a mountain, plus 1 for a garrison, and so forth and so forth. Basically, the more tokens on the board, the more you have to commit to those areas, stretching yourself a little bit thin from going to other regions. So as I look at the board, I haven't really done that yet.
No, but they can't see the board because you got
yeah. So I'll pull
Is there a
these off.
fancy new thing we're doing, but we forget to take this stuff
But you have
off
to
of
remember
it?
to take yeah.
All right, so I'm going to take, I'm kind of allured by this up here. So this, I'm going to go to this region. It's going to cost me 2 basics and 1 more for the entry, so that's going to cost 3. And if you guys aren't aware, you guys can't see this, but there is an incredible game aid here that's going to walk you through everything, all the races, all the powers, all the abilities, all your steps, all the terrain, everything is right here on this nice little player aid. So I'll commit 3 there. I'll figure out what this is. That looks like the Spirit Healer.
That is the Spirit Healer.
During my redeployment, I receive 1 bonus race token, provided there is at least 1 available in the tray.
Oh, wow. That's as long as you control that area, right?
Yep.
This is something new, too. These were not in the original, or at least not in the basic Smallworld. These are like, what are they called exactly?
This is
legendary places.
There you go.
Sorry.
I'm going to go 2 here.
Yep.
I'm going to go 3 here, and that's 2 plus the mountain, which is 1 more. And I have 2 left over. Now, I don't have an area that I actually could go right here.
Yeah.
I think I will go right here and block off all these ports.
Rude.
And the reason why I can go to both of these regions without having to pay more is because I've already entered the island and I'm adjacent.
Yeah.
All right, so that is the end of my conquest, my first conquest. So then I go down to my where
Scoring.
am I? Troop redeployment.
Oh, that's right.
I can redeploy my troops and move them around to figure out where I want to go. Well, I'm going to put 1 guy here. Why? Because I want to block these ports from other people coming into these areas.
Question from the audience, Rules Master.
Yeah.
Can you transfer between islands, race ability, or ports?
I mean,
Yes, but you have to enter into those ports just as if you would normally do. So I could have entered here and then entered over here as well, but I'm divided. It just costs you more troops to do that.
It's like basic Smallworld. You could enter from any of the outside areas on the map. This one you can just keep coming in, but only at the ports. Since there's a lot of, since they're islands, there's a lot of outside edges. So they had to change that rule up a little bit. And Jeremy, I think you're forgetting something.
I am forgetting something huge, and I will. I think that's the end of my normal turn, but I'm going to do my garrisons.
I'm hesitant to remind you.
What?
During your redeploy, you get to take another race out of the box.
Yeah, but I'm not even there yet. That's from my... during my redeployment, which is right now, I get to take one of my guys out and put him somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to garrison up all the regions that I control.
Why did he get to do that?
Because I have
Because he has a spear healer.
Oh.
And these are basically going to add one more to each of these regions. So it's going to be very hard for people to come into my area. And now I'm going to score victory points. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 areas that I control.
That's 4
By the way,
points.
your victory points are secret, so you can turn them face down if you wish.
That's true.
So in the audience, F4R207, that's a very easy
It's a droid.
name to say quickly.
FR207.
Jeremy has the Drenite. You're asking what the ability is. It is that during each opponent's turn, the first race token you should discard for any reason is redeployed normally. So then everything else is casualties as normal.
And a lot of these we're going to talk about kind of as they happen or as we use their powers too.
Yep.
So are you done, Jeremy?
Let's make sure I got everything right.
Oh, he's
I
right.
discard my victory points. It goes into Ryan's turn.
All right.
I think I got everything.
So I'm going to put a coin on the dwarves because I don't want the dwarves.
Okay.
I'm going to put a coin on the orcs because I don't want the orcs, but I do want the Naga.
Rude.
Okay.
So if you want to put them up here.
Yep.
So the Naga are pretty cool because they can enter in the water and they can control the water. And they're the only race that can do that.
And they can hang out there.
And they can hang out there. And in addition, they're the blacksmith. So they conquer all regions at 1 less token than normal, which is great. So I get 10 Naga.
You do.
Thank you.
And here is your token.
So normally I could not do what I'm about to do. Let me make sure you guys can... Oh, you're not really going to be able to see mine unless I put it right there. But you'll know what I have. So
Get out of my area.
I'm going to put 2 Naga here because I need 2 to conquer. And I can actually come in from the water region.
Yep. That breaks the rules.
This is Naga can break that rule.
Yep.
This space would normally cost 2, 3, 4, but it's only going to cost me 3 because I'm a blacksmith. So all regions cost 1 less. So I'm going to come in here and flip this.
Stop bragging.
It looks, I don't know what this one is, a phoenix. Oh, it's the Ashes of Alar. Once per turn, you may conquer any region on any board as if this region was adjacent.
That's kind of nice.
Oh, that's super nice. Once per turn, you may conquer any region on any board as if it was adjacent. I'm going to do that. I'm going to conquer this lake.
Oh, nice.
For 2 figures. And then that would actually cost me 4. 2, 3, 4 because there's a murloc there. I'm not going to do the murloc sound effect.
So flying,
do
basically.
So let's go ahead and do that. Can you set mine? I'm going to defeat that murloc.
Which one? This one?
The one with the power token.
For one, is it once per turn or the entire turn your Naga does that? What does it say?
It's blacksmith is all tiles are 1 less.
Oh,
all
tiles.
regions I conquer. Yep.
Race with this power can.
Yep, I can conquer all tiles at 1 less than normal. So that costs me 3 instead of 4.
Brutal. So the Naga goes away.
So then, do I get? I don't get a point for killing Naga or for killing murlocs, do I?
No.
All right. So then we're gonna flip that one. That's the meeting stone.
It is.
You do not pay the +1 race token cost when conquering a non-adjacent region or entry region. That doesn't really help me so much because I'm already on.
You do not
2
pay
boards.
the +1 race token cost when conquering a non. Oh.
Yeah. So we're coming in on these entry locations.
Yep.
I no longer have to pay that 1 bonus.
I gotcha.
I'm gonna redeploy this guy there into that mountain. Can you redeploy him over as well? Because I want some positions of strength. No one else can get into the water, so my guys in the water are actually pretty safe. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. I didn't defeat any ally or any of my enemies, so I don't get any bonus coins. So I just get 4. So
Are
I'll
Murlocs
take 3,
not playable? Someone's
4.
asking, is that correct?
So
No.
Murlocs are not. If anybody's played the old Smallworld, you remember that there was like the remnants of the old civilization. That makes the Murlocs basically that. So you seed the board with them at the beginning of the game, and you can just basically come in and defeat them. Yep. So that is me.
So you took the stuff I wanted, and that makes me angry.
Well,
so
welcome to
just go ahead
Small
and
World.
take this guy.
I'll take them.
The Swamp Walker
So I can
dwarves.
show people.
Oh, sure.
How many dwarves do you get? You get 9 dwarves. Where
All
are
the
the
dwarves.
dwarves?
So the dwarves are going to allow me to conquer mountain regions at a cost of 2 tokens less than normal. And the swamp ability is going to allow me to collect an extra victory coin for each swamp region I control at the end of my turn. So kind of was looking around while these guys were doing their thing to see if that was worthwhile to me or not. And it seems like I could probably have some fun with it. So I'm going to go ahead and start here.
Yep.
That's 3.
So that'll be 3.
And then this is normally
3.
4,
It would normally be 3.
but it's only going to cost me 1.
Right, because your
Yeah.
dwarves can.
And
you could go there for
same
1.
here.
Yeah,
That's
very
huge.
nice.
And then I'm going to go here.
That'll be 3.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
Yep.
So I can get rid of that guy.
Yep.
Nice.
My Murloc.
And then I have this one other guy. So I'll probably...
Well, you can always try to go here and do a final conquest if you want to
Yeah,
spread out.
just like in
Oh,
regular
yeah.
Small
Die.
World, you can always roll the die.
You just need 1. There's 2 blanks on there.
All right, I'll stick him there because I have a good
Oh,
feeling
somebody
about
said
this.
the blacksmith ability should allow me to conquer water with just 1 person. You're right, it should have, and I didn't do that. Probably could have taken an extra space.
Wow.
It doesn't matter.
You got it.
Ooh.
So
You
you
got
just
it.
sit there. All right.
Huzzahs. Huzzahs are
So
in
you
order.
have 5. You're at 5 spaces.
So you get to redeploy. Do you want to reposition yourself in better so that people can't come and destroy you?
I feel like that's something I should do, specifically here. Right? How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have no idea how to play either of these games, so feel free to just... You guys are just going to destroy me because you won't help. Okay.
What do you mean not help? What is there to help?
I'm
pretty-
asking, does this make sense?
It's up to your strategy.
I
You're-
don't.
I don't know
I
what
don't
my
know. It
I can
depends-
still attack you from here or here,
Yeah,
so
we can still come in through the ports.
right.
All right,
It really
well
just
then-
depends on if you want to.
Depends on the thing about this game is you're going to get wiped off the board repeatedly.
Yes.
I'm just fine with what's there. That's fine. Whatever.
A little bit of a bummer you can't play the Murlocs. I guess a lot of love for Murlocs out
A
there.
couple of people have said that.
I don't think the
Little
Murlocs have ever been a playable race in World of Warcraft.
So,
Chris
all right.
Peach says we should just let you figure it out for yourself.
Of course.
Hilarious.
He's on Jeremy's side anyway, which is like
Oh, and you got one.
completely
did you get
silly.
Your,
Everybody knows
did
Jeremy
you get
wins.
your bonus victory point for the swamp?
At the end of
You should have
my...
gotten 6.
6.
turn.
You're gonna get 6. You can take them in any combination and just put them face down.
They're all the same size, right?
Yep. So no one can see. So she got 6 because she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then she controls the swamp, which is what her race here.
Gets
she
bonus
is
points.
the dwarven swamp walkers. All right.
All right. Back to you,
So
Jeremy.
first thing that's going to happen is we're going to move that turn order token down, put that in screen so people can see. There we
Round
go.
2.
Yeah, we're on round 2 of 10. Now, this is where the game functionally changes a little bit. I have 1 of 2 choices that I can make. I can either just put my race in decline, and that means I lose my ability. I'm going to flip this over, and I lose all but 1 of my guys on each of my areas. Why do you want to do this? Well, for a number of reasons. If you've stretched yourself out too thin, you have no more guys left, you obviously want to get a new race. But for now, I'm not going to go in decline. I guess we can explain more about that in a moment.
Somebody will go into decline eventually. I
Right.
promise.
So I'm going to ready my troops, and you can pull all of your troops off. You can leave them. You can pull any combination off that you wish. If you pull them all off, you're abandoning that area, which is not always a smart idea. But I'm going to take 2 guys off here. Ooh. 2 off here. All right, I'm going to leave 1 on each of my areas. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys.
So this is you choosing to do the expanding
Yes,
thing, not the
he's
declining
conquesting.
thing.
I'm reconquering. So I readied my troops, left 1 guy on each area. They're pretty well defended because they have a garrison. And I'm going to reconquer some areas.
All right.
Where are you, Ryan?
In the middle of all the boards on purpose.
You're in the middle of all the boards and you're in water.
Yes.
Which means I can't really do crap.
That's why I took the Naga. I said, where can Jeremy not attack me?
That is a
I
good
hide
idea.
in the water.
I could attack Kira, but that's just going to create ire, and I don't want to create ire.
But this is a game about creating ire.
It is a game about creating ire. I get that. But
You still have more areas
Here's the
to
thing.
conquer.
He
Yours-
knows me well enough to know that if he starts messing with me, I don't care if I win. I will just go to destroy him.
yeah, it's
But,
not. It's
but
not
this
a
is Small World. Everyone, I mean, that's the whole point of the game. There is no not destroying your opponents.
That's true. No, I get it. I'm going to go 3 here.
Yep.
I'm going to re-enter my guys. I'm going to go 2 here.
Yep.
And I'm going to go here, where the Naga are. I'm going to roll.
Murloc.
Murloc, I'm sorry. I've got it.
Yep.
So Murlocs go away.
Nice.
Yep.
Yep.
And I'm going to garrison them up. So garrison, garrison, garrison.
Yeah, that's smart.
And I get to do my special ability of my which is during redeployment, I receive 1 bonus token. So
your special ability of your this.
Yeah, it's called my. It's called my spirit healer.
Okay,
that's right.
It's making sure people know what he's talking
legendary
about.
place. But I'm going to redeploy. So I'm going to go.
Somebody says forts are very tough to reclaim, and that's kind of true until he goes into decline. That's when we're going to storm all those forts.
You know, I get you.
He will not have those forts for the entire game. That is.
All right, so I'm going to stop there. I've redeployed. I'm going to collect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 coins.
Yep.
And that is me with forts everywhere.
I will pull back.
So you're going to also redeploy? Or ready your troops?
Can you have me all but 1 off of that?
All right.
Was that all I had, or am I in another spot?
I think you're pretty tapped.
And I'm sorry, I was completely sure. What are the abilities, you guys?
So mine allows me to pull a guy.
That was the spirit one, right?
Yep.
His doesn't do much right now with this one. This one's really powerful. It lets him deploy anywhere on the board once per turn.
That's right. That's right. Okay.
All right.
Once per turn, you may conquer any region on the board as if this region was adjacent.
How many of these Naga are left in the box? Are there any left for me? If I take that spirit healer, is it worth it?
What do you mean?
Like I had
total.
I took 10. Wasn't sure if I had any left in there.
What is you just have 1 left.
Oh, so that's not even worth it to come after you. But I am going to use the ability of this to conquer any region on the board as if it was adjacent.
Okay.
So put me in the middle of that lake there on your board.
Just cost you 1?
Yeah, because everything is 1 less because of blacksmith. So I'm just going to stare at you from the water and taunt you because you can't come in and take that from me.
Okay.
And then everything else is just, so these are all just 1. So I'm going to do 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1. Which is really what I should have done last time.
But now you're in prime position to get eaten up alive.
I am, but that's the thing is like you got to go for these big moves where you get a lot of points and then sure, everything is going to get eaten. But I'm probably declining this race next round anyway. All right, so that's...
Dang, man, that's blacksmith's ridiculous.
It can be, but like you said, now I'm in prime position to just get eaten alive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I will take 10 and I will hide them.
Ugh.
But you're not wrong. You know.
You're not
I'm basically sacrificing. Chris says that when you open up the board, it's net neutral. Well, I don't think that move is kind of silly, and you'll see why, Chris.
All right. Well, I don't have a lot. There's not a lot of dwarves out to begin with, but I could, since I still have the swamps.
Well, you get the first thing. Are you going to keep your race? Or you're going to decline them.
That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Yeah. Do I have enough guys to make it worthwhile?
You pull back. You could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys, or you could just.
You can abandon everything and pull all of them back.
Yeah.
It's really up to you. The bad part is that you are alliance and his Naga are neutral, so you're not getting anything from
doing anything to him.
But you are forcing him to take a whole turn to decline. If you leave just one of his guys on the board, then he has to take the next turn to decline, which means he wastes a whole round.
I mean, like I said, spoiler alert, I'm probably declining next round anyway.
Yeah,
that was what I'm saying.
We can make you decline by not gaining points from
Sure. Well, so you'll see. But the reason I'm declining is because no one can. I'm just going to get 3 points that no one can mess with. I know it's not a lot
for now.
There's
ways that
there are other races that could potentially come into the sea, but
once you decline a second race, they automatically leave.
That's right. So my second race choice has to be very smart.
It's true.
I don't know what to do, so I'm going to decline.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
So what we're going to do is she's going to remove all but 1 on each of her areas. We're going to turn them over.
Because you'll get a head start on your next race. You'll be one turn ahead of all of us.
Yeah, it flips over.
Oh, he stays even though he's only one there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Always keep
all
one.
those go back in the box. Is that all you have out there?
Yep.
It is.
5?
But still, that's 6 victory points again. She just got 12 victory points in the first 2 turns. So
Yes. So that is all you do on your turn. You simply go and decline. So remove everything from the board except 1 from each region that you control. And then the next turn, she'll pick a new race.
Yep.
All right.
All right, so we're on to round 3.
We are in round 3.
3 out of 10.
I feel like I'm still in a really good position just to keep spreading my guys out and forcing you guys to have to.
Well, yeah, you got those extra guys from
I know.
your special, so that was kind of nice.
All right. I pulled back my guys.
How many do you have?
I have 5.
That's pretty good.
It is very good. What does this do again?
That lets me attack anywhere that's adjacent.
No. That's your other one. You may
You're
not
right, I'm sorry.
pay the +1 race token cost when conquering a non-adjacent. What does that mean?
So if you come into a region that's not a new port region, you don't have to pay that 1 extra guy for coming into a different port.
Oh.
Normally, coming into a different port costs 1 extra guy.
I see.
Yeah.
Man, Kira declining and not attacking you is not fantastic.
Well, that's good for her though. She's going to sit on 6 points a turn.
It is. I know. I get the move. I'm gonna go. And you not being adjacent.
Well, there was a reason I didn't come adjacent to you, Jeremy.
I know. I don't want to let him get a ton of points. Like if I don't attack him,
Oh, for sure.
You can only take 2 spaces away from me though with 5 guys.
I know.
So
I could abandon spots, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, Kira's sitting on 12 points. So
I know.
someone's going to get a lot of points here.
Well, we're gonna have to come in and do something about Kira.
Well, Kira's easier for me to conquer, to be quite honest.
That's true.
So I may do. I'm sorry, Kira, but I'm gonna have to attack you because you're just easier.
Are you adjacent to that space though? You have to come in from one of the.
No, right here. And come in right here.
Oh, you are.
Here.
So that
goes away.
2 plus the 1
yep.
for conquering.
And then I will go here and roll the die. I got it. So both of the dwarves go away.
Yep.
I conquered the same faction, which nothing happens. I will put these underneath.
Man, those forts are going to be all over the board.
I know, but it's going to benefit everybody if they start conquering things.
What's up, Gator Dave? Welcome to the comments.
All right, so I'm going to gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 victory points.
All right. I spoiled it. I already said I was doing it, and I'm doing it. I'm going into decline. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yep.
So if you could hand me one of the 10s.
Yep.
See, Chris said there was a bad idea. I don't know that was a bad idea. I got a lot of points from spreading out so thin. Granted, so my Naga are now in decline. Blacksmith goes away. I can no longer conquer.
Should have been like that too, huh?
Oh yeah, so technically swamps should be on the bottom, and then.
Well, then I wouldn't have gotten that
These
extra
get
coin.
a discard.
No, I think actually yours is still active in decline, right? Swamp. Sorry, I may have misspoke.
No, the abilities go away. Once you're in decline, you go away. Oh.
Which one?
You
Swamp Walker?
You wouldn't have gotten an extra 1 for that.
I put it back.
She put it back.
Okay.
Some do stay. Some do stay. That one is not one that does.
All right. That's whose turn is
now
that?
it's Kira. So now Kira has to basically start over again with a new race.
Pick a race.
So they stay out.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll get points for
you're
these.
going to keep getting those points.
You'll get 1, 2, 3 points every round until those go away.
4, right? That's Naga up there.
That's Naga.
It's kind of hard. They're all kind of the same color, so.
Wow, you're grayed out.
Yeah.
What you gonna pick? She got orcs, trolls, worgen, gnomes, and the Forsaken.
More stuff
It's very hard for me not to go for gnomes. I like gnomes.
The gnomes are
as just a general rule.
Yeah, but gnomes are fiddly, a little more difficult. On the, you have to take planes, and you also have to control all the areas around the planes. But
and the defensive goes really well paired with that, though. If I'm not mistaken.
Defensive do. Place watchtower in each of your. Immune to all powers and conquests.
Yeah, but you have to control the majority of all the adjacent regions, and it has to be only in a only in a field region. So it's powerful, but requires very specific timing and placement.
I should have gone in decline. Oh well. All right, she picked the, here, go ahead and give them to me. She picked the troll farmers. That totally makes sense, because trolls, you know.
Oh, trolls are
make
nice.
I can conquer any non-empty region at a cost of 1 token less than normal. And farmers collect 1 bonus victory coin for each field's region that I control at the end.
Just letting
of
you
my
know,
turn.
Carrie, you're getting 10, and there's 1 left in there. If there's a way to get them, I have no idea.
Yeah,
So-
you have a thing that lets you get them.
I have probably a dumb question. Please don't judge. I'm here with them. Do I?
Nope,
I
it's a
can't
brand
go in
new
there?
race.
Okay.
If you do, you have to conquer your own people, which you can.
That seems silly.
Oh my goodness.
So I can go
Sorry.
4 here,
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep.
and then
What's your troll power do? I'm sorry. You may conquer any non-empty region at a cost of 1 less. Non-empty.
that's not.
So that's
No, that's empty.
Oh,
that's
right.
empty. There's
Sorry.
nobody
You
else
want
there.
to defeat
the
people.
opposite of what he said.
What is that next? What is that connected to the Forsaken? Sorry, I'm trying to read ahead a little bit.
It's called the Marsh Dweller.
Can you?
Oh,
So
okay.
your fort costs 1. You cost 1.
Yeah, so right now for you to conquer this, it's going to cost you
2.
3.
3 because it's 1 less.
1 less, so it costs you 2.
Right.
Okay, so
No,
this guy comes back into my
It would
hand.
cost 3.
Why?
1 less. Which normally would cost 4.
It's
2 plus the
oh,
4
yeah, it's
plus
4.
your figure.
Okay.
Yeah, so 3.
So 3. Yep.
Now the trick here is my ability of the Draenei is that I get to take my first guy back each turn against each opponent into my hand.
Yep.
Instead of discarding him to the bank. So I get to redeploy him on the next turn. But she's in a fort, so how about
Yeah, I know, right? That's why I said people were going to take those forts. It's hard not to take the forts.
that? And that's 2. You just
All right.
putting 2 there? Or you want to put 3 there?
Well, I don't really.
You could
You can't-
try. I mean, you could conquer that from him, and
But I'd have to roll the die, right?
yeah,
Yes.
you just need.
And if I don't, I can just still put him
Right.
somewhere.
You
Okay.
always want to do the
That's
final
fair.
conquest.
That's fair. That's fair.
Which-
Aw.
but it didn't. You're just back to where you were before you tried
Yep.
it. You don't lose anything.
Okay.
All right, count up your areas.
Now, one unique thing happened here. This is different than the original Smallworld. Warcraft is all about factions, and she has the
true.
trolls, which are the Horde, and she defeated my Draenei, which are the Alliance. So she gets 1 extra victory point. So she's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
So you're going to get
Plus
7. Plus
1 extra coin for each farm.
Yep. So
7.
9 actually.
8, 9.
Yep. Way to go.
Yeesh.
And now you get to redeploy your Draenei. Or Draenei.
Troll.
No,
Oh,
you.
yes, I get to redeploy him. at
And
the
you
end of
can
her
move your
turn.
trolls around to be defensive if you want to be.
Yes, you can.
But you already have a ton in each space, so.
What you want to do, Kara? Do you want to keep your trolls stacked where they are? Or do you want
do.
to move them? All right, next round. Or did you already move it, Ryan?
I have not, so we're on round 4.
I feel like going in decline would be a great option.
Probably.
'Cause I really can't do much more, so I'll make you guys have to attack my areas.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go doop, 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 doop. He goes away. Doop. He goes away. Doop. Is that it? All right, I've got 1. Oh, this goes away too. Doop, doop, doop. That's 4. Ryan's just gonna eat up points because we're not messing with his dudes. All right, I will do that. I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that 8? Am I right? I think so. 8. Yeah, because you took one of my regions.
Yeah.
Man, I declined too late. Not a good choice. Not a good choice.
All right,
Ryan.
I'm going to take the intimidating orcs
Why do you want to do that?
because I want to do that.
The intimidating orcs.
Yep. So I'll get the 2 coins that are on there.
That's what they are.
And I will get 10 orcs. Now, thank you. Now, the benefit of the orcs is every time he conquers an alliance-occupied region, I get a bonus victory coin.
Oh, the gnomes are coming up To the top.
Man, those gnomes.
I don't care. They're gnomes.
They could be really powerful, but they could also be really hard to use. That combination of defensive gnomes, I mean. And it's one thing I really like about Smallworld is the different combinations of things that come up. All right.
No, I'm missing here.
And then what am I? Intimidating.
What you looking for?
I'm just confusing myself why there's space.
So do you have my intimidating orcs?
I do. What's the intimidating do again?
Intimidating is 3 times per turn. I can basically move around opponents' figures. All right, Jeremy, I'm coming for you. So 2, 3, 4, 5 for me to take that port with the fort on it.
This one?
Yep, right there.
So
2 plus 1 for the port, 3 plus 1
4
for the
5,
fort.
6.
So that token doesn't count.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That does not count as a defensive token. So
5.
3. So 5.
5.
So 5 for that.
Okay.
And since it was an alliance, I take a victory point for taking it.
Yep.
And then the next space is 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure, I will go for that next space there, which is 4.
Yep.
So I'll get a victory point for that because it was also alliance.
You only get it once per race.
So this is every time I conquest an alliance occupied region, I get a bonus victory point, in addition to any faction bonus.
Okay, so you got one there, and you'll get one more because you.
That's right. I will at the end of the round
you
get
go
one
ahead
more.
and take it now
Okay.
We won't give it to you again.
I'm going to try to take that region with the Murloc. I'm going to roll the reinforcement die. The one that's with that magic symbol.
Oh, this?
Yeah, just see if I can do it. Nope. So just put them on the top one. The one with the entry point.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I redeploy. I get 1 extra to redeploy because of the place of power. So if there's an orc left in the box,
yep,
just put it on that same.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So I got my 3, 2 for conquering and then 1 for conquering alliance. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 places it looks like. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12? It's hard for me to see. 8,
You get
9,
1, 2 up here.
3, 4, 5. Is that just 5?
Yeah, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12.
So I'll take a 10 and 2 1s. All right. That is my orcs.
All right, so since I have one of each decline and a non-decline, what do I... Does this one stay out?
It stays
It will
out
until you decline the trolls.
When you decline the trolls, your dwarves all remove.
Okay.
But right now, they're just earning you 3 victory points every round until people conquer
until they're
more.
gone.
Okay, so...
Somebody asked, do the forts remain in place? Yes, forts will remain in place forever. So that's nice.
You're redeploying?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so... Oh, man.
Go all in on Ryan up there.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to go here, which is
That's
going
not
to
a bad idea.
go
Get him out.
3 here, right? With my 1 less? Or is it 2? It's 2.
It's 2 because it would be 4, but now you make it 3.
That's right, okay.
So that goes back in the box because there's only 1 left.
Yep.
And then I can do mountains for 1 less. No, that was dwarves, wasn't it?
You can do any occupied territory
okay.
for 1 less.
So this
that
will
would be
be
3.
3.
Yep.
Okay.
And I have 1 left.
You can go here. It costs you 1 less.
Well,
you just need to roll
or you
one.
could go here to your farmer.
That seems like a better idea
There
for
you go.
me.
You just need to
Points
roll 1.
wise.
You just need to roll it. Yep.
Oh, sad.
Well,
Redeploy.
you can just redeploy him back to the mountain. It has to go somewhere adjacent to where.
Oh, okay.
Right? Is it adjacent when you redeploy, or is it anywhere?
Anywhere.
Well, he wasn't actually deployed there
That's true.
yet, so I can put him there. Okay, so then that means I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
9, 10, 11.
Okay.
Well done.
Grazie, grazie.
So you're worried about me, but she's getting just as much points as I am, actually.
This region were adjacent.
The original Smallworld has some power that remains active while it declined. Yes, that is still the case in this. There are some very specific powers. They say on there that they are still in effect while in decline, but most are not like that. I think, in fact, there may only be 1 or 2 powers that still... Marsh Dweller, I think it maybe is one of the only ones.
This is the Ashes. You may conquer any region on a board of this region as if it were adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
So in theory, I could have...
No, because you can never conquer water.
Well, even the dwarves, or even the gnomes make me think that that breaks that rule.
Nope.
Any region.
Right, any region. Meaning you don't have to be adjacent, is what it means.
Okay.
So the gnomes, you can go ahead and go to the 5th round, by the way.
Yep.
It has to be a fields region. So
Right,
one of these,
has to be a field region.
And it's saying that where you control the majority of adjacent regions.
Right.
And
So
if you do that, that area is locked in permanently.
that whole...
You're talking about the defensive?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. A Watchtower token makes a region immune to all powers and conquest attempts.
I love it.
So basically, you can control that field forever. No one can take it from you.
If I control the adjacent regions.
You
Or
have to
just
control the adjacent regions to place the
it.
Watchtower.
But
Once
once
it's
you place
placed, then it's there. That's an interesting one. That is not from... That might be from one of the Small World expansions, but it is not part of the base. That's for sure.
That is really kind of powerful.
It can. That's what I've been saying.
Thanks
it
for
can
talking me out of it.
Again, it can be powerful, but can also, like, you have to work
Now
very
he'll have it.
specifically. I don't think he will be able to use it to full potential. Is all I'm saying.
Well, I can fly in anywhere.
1 time per turn.
Yeah. So I'm going to take 10 gnomes.
Do you want to show everybody what it looks like?
Yeah.
While we're
There you
looking
go,
for your
peeps.
guys.
Excuse me.
So just to reiterate what they're talking about for everyone, the gnomes have the ability to, once per turn, launch an airborne assault on any region of any board and conquer it as though this region were adjacent. In addition, you roll a free reinforcement die before the assault to reduce the cost.
Yep.
And then defensive is what they were just talking about. I don't need to reiterate that. Oh no.
Any region, anywhere.
Yeah, but you probably want a field.
Right.
And it's nice that you get to roll the reinforcement die before your aerial assault, so you know exactly how many people you have to commit.
I have ideas, Ryan.
I see a few really good
Okay,
spots.
go ahead and take them off the board so people can see the board again.
Well, can I go
Yeah,
here?
you still have the...
Can I go here with my airship?
No, I don't... That's...
He keeps telling me no, but the rules don't make me think that's
The
right.
rules say you can never conquer water. You can never conquer water. It is unconquerable. It is not...
On any region on any board.
Right, conquer. It says conquer any region on any board.
Yeah.
You can't conquer water spaces. Except for the Naga. They specifically say you may conquer sea and lake regions.
Right.
No one else can conquer. So you can conquer any region on the board, but I highly doubt that would break the conquering rules.
But the gnomes are on airships. Like it doesn't... I get what you're saying.
Because you can't keep figures. You'd have to remove all your figures from the water at the end of the round.
Thanks to their flying machines, gnomes can launch once per turn an airborne assault on any region on any board.
Right?
They may treat this region as though they were adjacent. In addition, after the region is selected, roll a die.
Right, but you won't be able to... You'd have to get rid of all your guys from the water because you can't stay on water.
It doesn't say. It just says conquer. There's nothing about in the rules that say staying anywhere.
If you guys want to outvote me, you can, but this is very clear and specific.
Well, it never says stay. It says conquer. It says no player can conquer any region.
We'll lead up to the votes.
What are people saying online?
Take your thing off the board.
It's not a region for gnomes. That's what they're saying. That for gnomes, water doesn't count as a region.
Chris says that water spots are not region, and Chris generally gives very good feedback in the comments, so
And
I would say we can go with that.
FR4207, what did we say that his thing was? He says, Ryan is correct, Chris Peach says. See?
So seas and lakes cannot usually be conquered, but when they can, they require 2 race tokens.
Yeah, so they cannot be conquered.
I don't know.
We'll just play with it, though, that it doesn't.
Diego also agrees with me.
that it doesn't apply. So
why are they watching?
Seas and lakes cannot be conquered.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so that's fine. I'm going to go here to this region.
Yeah, so normally you would need 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
But you get to roll the die beforehand.
I need a 3. So I need 4.
So 4, yeah.
Okay.
Which is still pretty good. So one of those, since that's an active race, one of them goes back in the box, and Kira gets the other one.
Yep. And I get a victory point because I conquered a troll.
Yep.
Which I'm good guys. All right.
wait, does this not just go away?
It goes to you.
One
and you
went
get to
away.
Oh, that's
redeploy it.
right.
One goes back to you.
I apologize.
I will. What does this do? I keep forgetting.
That's the one that lets you ignore the +1 extra troop for taking the anchor spots, the entry points.
Right.
I had it, but I've never used it.
That's a very good point, everyone. We have somebody in the comments, John, who pointed out that on the gnome's image, it shows water.
It does.
Ha!
It does.
Overruled.
Yeah.
I don't like saying that because it was supposed to be my gnomes, but
That's
why I
does
wanted
show water
them.
there.
But the rules are not like.
I
don't know
I'm
why.
I'm going to play it by what it shows here. I'm actually
Why?
going
Of
to
course
go
you
here.
would.
Well, of course.
It shows
why wouldn't
water.
I?
Show the audience.
So put your guys back here.
I mean, you would because it helps you and benefits you, but the rules are pretty clear. I don't know why there's a picture of water. If you can ever conquer water, it would have to say specifically on the tile that you can. And the fact that yours doesn't say
Welcome
that.
to my game nights
I'm
with
just saying-
Jeremy and Ryan,
listen.
everyone.
Listen. FR427 says because they can
Farsat.
have a
Farsat.
Farsat says they probably can have a combination power that allows them to attack on the water, which would sailing.
Why would it say thanks to their flying ships? Why would
don't know.
it say?
I guess they can't
I'm
do
just saying,
air
I
So
don't-
their
assaults
flying
on
ship
water?
nose can launch once per turn airborne assault on any region on any board. Any region means any region.
Yeah, but that's a failure of the rules because if they wanted it,
But sea is a region.
it's not.
It specifically says in here that sea is a region.
I'm saying
Any
the rule
additional
book
regions?
The rule book is poor. That's a poorly worded rule. That's all I'm saying. They should have, they should just specify that. It would take 3 more words. It wouldn't even cost more space in the rule book, and they could have specified it.
Well, they show water here for sure.
Sure. However you want to play it. I'm just saying
I'm
the
playing
people in
it
the
like
comments all agree with me. That's all.
The people in the comments also pointed out that the gnomes thing had a water space
That's all I'm
clearly
saying.
on it.
That's all I'm saying.
Who designed
the one
this? Can
goes
we call
away,
them?
right?
We should make a phone
That's
call
what
to
John
the designer.
says.
Design says yeah.
I'm all for that.
I'm gonna go right here.
I also don't know what that symbol means.
This is gonna cost me 4, right?
Yep. So you'll need to roll the die and get at least a 1.
Got it.
Yep.
And this guy
So you
goes
do
away.
now have all the regions. You have the majority of regions adjacent to that field.
So I do put a defensive tower there.
So you can put a tower there.
Of course, I want to put a tower there.
I don't know. This is going to be a divisive question for anyone that plays
We
this
can
game
come back
ever.
and we put an asterisk on this game.
Well,
if I'm wrong.
what they'll need to do is FAQ that because just like we're confused, that there should never be a ruling that's that vague in a rule book of a game of this quality, where everything is so well worded. Generally speaking, that's pretty vague.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. Game night under protest, Getter Dave says. Well, so these are the things that happen when rules are not clear. And this is why I cannot stress enough the value of people like playtesters reading your rule book and giving feedback on it because it should never be so vague. All right. Is that it?
I think I'm done.
All right, can you hand me all my orcs except for I'm going to leave 1 on each. I can't reach them, unfortunately. Thank
Here's
you.
one.
This.
And thank you.
Welcome.
So is that a drawn eye on that? Is that all 1 mountain space there?
What? This is all one space.
So that's 2,
This is
2, 3, 4, 5 it would take.
5 to go there. Yep.
Jeez. I'll do it. Because it's going to
Get
give me an
5.
extra victory point for taking it, plus an extra victory point for killing a drawn eye race.
Okay.
Sure. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'll do 4 to take that other fort as well. Because that's also a drawn ice space, correct?
Yeah, just 1 victory point.
Yeah, just 1 victory point for that space. It's not a great turn.
1, 2,
3, 4.
Yeah.
So that's all my guys.
So now you have 1, 2, 3,
4,
4,
5. I don't think I have any more on that board. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. I want to see what people say. I want to see if it ever gets officially acknowledged.
It will probably get officially acknowledged. I imagine it will.
Because if that's the case, then if you have that Ashes of Alar, that also says once per turn you may conquer any region on the board as if it was adjacent. So technically, does that mean you can use that to conquer water?
I would imagine.
I don't know.
I mean, in the spirit of game design, I can imagine they wouldn't create a single space that only one race can access. Period.
Well, but that's the only power of the race. Like, other than that, they're not a good race.
They get to introduce into water space for free. They get to access areas for 1 less. I mean, they're
well, no,
powerful.
that was the blacksmith bonus. All Naga can do is go in water. That's it. So, like, that's all their whole power. They don't get any extra victory points. They don't get any special thing, right? So I think... But, anyway... Doesn't make sense for any other race to be on water. Yeah, I know. It's not clear, though. And that's my point. It should be clear. All right, I don't want to harp on it, so that's the last time I'm going to say it.
I'm going to try and go to water so that I can drown.
Yeah, because technically then you can use this. Anybody that controls this should be able to attack water, which I
just said that.
Which feels unthematic.
But I'm not it's not worth it to me to go through all of this another time. So I'm just going
Chris says we can run the tape. I don't remember using 2. Chris, I did not use 2 because I was the blacksmith. The blacksmith only required me to use 1. So.
Frick. All right. I'm redeploying. I have the Phoenix, which means I can redeploy I can conquer any area considering like it's adjacent to me if I want. There isn't really a whole lot of that seems worth it right now. So I'm going to go, this is 2, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Where? This one is 3.
But with my guys.
As long as it's occupied, yes, it's 1 less. So the Naga go away.
Okay.
Goodbye, Naga.
And then...
Goodbye, Naga.
I didn't redeploy my stuff. I don't think it really matters.
I didn't either, but I don't
That's
care.
only, I mean, I haven't used my Phoenix yet, so I, in theory, could still do that. I'm not sure I'm going to, though. I'm going to go here in the same way.
I guess I could redeploy then.
Oh, you said we weren't allowed to do that.
That's fine.
Yeah. Now we're having a spirited debate about what the term any region means.
I'm totally teasing. All right, so I have this 1 left, and I can go anywhere as if it were adjacent.
Yeah, but I still don't think that means water.
I'm absolutely not going to water. Read the comments. If I go to water, it's because I want to drown in this for this to be over.
No, all we're saying is it feels unclear and counterintuitive.
I'm going to go here. I'll need to roll a die. 3.
Bye, Naga.
All right.
See you later, yo.
With that being said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
You'll have to make change, I think.
Start putting 1s back. All right. That's me.
All right. Does the rulebook say water is not a region?
I don't know. It doesn't really say. We're going back to that because...
I thought you said you were done talking about it.
Well, I'm not. They're talking about it in the comments, actually.
That means you're talking about it.
Because they're saying...
Is the word region anywhere attached to sea?
Yeah, I know. People are just talking about how it's unclear. If they're ever going to use the term any region, we actually had this discussion off camera about the Worgen race, which also says you can conquer any region.
Are you just taking victory points?
She's cashing them out.
Because we're out of 1s.
Round 6.
So it's a spirited debate. It's interesting. I mean, you'll see these things in rulebooks all the time. there are certain rule books that I like to point out where they're very, very clear and they like explain every term and every ability that's going to come up, and I really like that.
I mean, I'm seeing general. We've been talking about this a lot lately, just as people who look at a lot of rule books. It's an issue.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it's not an issue. I'd like to know if these special things break those rules. But we won't know until the fact shows up on their website or on BGG.
Well, it said.
So for now, we'll just play it
Somebody just
standard.
pointed out that why we're so confused is because we're confusing region and terrain. Right. And those are two different things. This is a terrain, not a region.
1, 2,
right?
3, 4. So it's going to cost me 2 less. So bye-bye this guy.
Does the first one not come back to my hand?
First one does.
Right. You're right. My bad. And then we're going to.
Somebody said just watch Paul Grogan and see what he says.
Well, Jonathan and Paul both do rulebook stuff.
Yeah.
So
we'll go 4.
Oh my gosh, Gator Dave, I'm not even going to repeat that.
I'm not really saying that comment out loud.
We'll go 1, 2, 3.
It's 4 normally.
Yep.
And then I'm there, so it's
that one
5?
goes away. No,
it's 4.
Oh.
So he dies. I'm gonna put a defensive tower there.
Oh yeah! Wow.
So these can never be taken.
Those can never be taken.
Get to redeploy.
Immune to all powers and conquest attempts. That means even after you go in decline, no one can ever. Right?
That's what it says. It's not a sea region though. Does that matter?
Place a watchtower in each of your. Wow. So if that goes away, do those towers go away? Again, they don't really say that. They don't really specify, do they?
I don't know, Ryan. I'm done arguing with you.
I'm not arguing with anybody.
You win. Everything's a C. All right. I am going to collect some points. I'm going to get... oh, crap. You destroyed me there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10?
I'm like steady on 10 every round. That's it, yo. That's it.
Joe's saying, is this count as the C in between each region?
It is the C. We can't go there, except you.
Well, it says,
I get to put this out, right?
I don't know what the difference is between a sea and a lake. It says sea legions. I don't even know.
I get to redistribute.
Do you do it first?
Yeah. Might as well put them in areas that's protected forever. I should just land my guys at the sea now.
Because
all right. So.
That's it.
No.
What do you mean?
She gets to redeploy her person.
And
I also defeat one of your things, which is a guy. Huh?
Can I roll the die for that?
No,
or is it just goes to a regular place?
One of your places. Oop. Can I have all my orcs back except for one?
All my orcs back. Orcs. There's your orcs. Where's this guy go?
Orpheus went back to the original French to check the rules.
That's a good idea. If you find something there, let me know.
He said it's the same translation.
No.
So
there is no answer here.
I'm going to kindly ask the audience to stop talking about water as well.
Why? Do you not like talking about water?
I have a fear of water.
What?
Okay, so everyone look at sailing. These traveling experts do not pay the extra 1 token travel cost when conquering a non-adjacent entry region on the board.
That has nothing to do with water, though.
Oh, yeah, that's those.
You think it would be because of sailing, but I guess technically they're coming across the ocean or whatever.
You're right.
Because this is water.
I guess that's supposed to be the ocean, but you can't conquer the ocean, only the sea and the lakes, whatever that means.
The table is lava.
All right.
Thanks, Jay Howe.
Is this an alliance figure here?
For everyone that's tuning in right now,
1, 2, 3,
Jeremy
4,
Howard
5.
is in the comments. His birthday was yesterday.
That's right. Happy late
Everybody
birthday.
say belated happy birthday to Jay Howard.
Happy belated birthday, although I said birthday
1, 2,
yesterday.
3, 4, 5. So this
Just
is gonna.
said birthday?
I said happy birthday.
Oh, okay.
This is gonna take 5.
And
so
I got him
whatever this
something
is, this is an alliance. So I'm coming in there for 5.
Who is that?
So I get 1 for taking the territory, 1 because it's an alliance territory. Unfortunately, that field cannot be conquered.
You took that guy. Yeah.
If I want to conquer here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have 2. I don't know that I want to risk that.
You conquer that for free.
Yeah, I'm just going to conquer that for free. Because I got 2 guys
Ryan,
left.
You're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep. 8, 9, 10, 11.
We need to get his Naga off the board, yo.
They're almost all off the board.
Can you get his Naga off the board?
I've started. I have started. But I mean, at this point, I'm going to either have to decide to get a new race because you want me to help, but you picked on me. So
I didn't
keep
pick
that
on
in
you at
mind.
all. What are you talking about?
All right. It's your turn, right?
I just went.
Oh, you did. I got completely distracted because
We're just making change.
everything. So I will apparently just redeploy these 3 homies for now. And because of the thing, I can go to the
Because of the thing, you can go to the thing.
any region, not on.
Right, that term again.
Any other these kind of regions that you don't have those things in yet? Over there, maybe?
We're being told, did the rules say that a garrison must be, or a fort must be discarded if it's conquered? I don't think so. Is that in the rule book? It doesn't say that on the power.
It doesn't say that on the power either.
So if that is the case, then we need to discard those forts, but...
Garrison. Great fortification building garrison place 1 fort in each
Thanks,
region
Jonathan.
occupied.
We
The fort
appreciate
augments
that.
the defensive region by 1 remains in decline. Discard the fort if the region is conquered or emptied.
Oh, so if it's conquered, so each one of those that we've conquered over time should have been emptied, or should have been taken off.
So that one, because I conquered it first.
Well, every one of these.
Every one of these.
Which
and
means I should have lost
I
less
know,
guys.
me too.
But that's okay.
it hap-
We all got
did it
affected.
effectively. But that puts me in a much worse situation.
That's been you the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
So is
And
this
there's one more here.
is that this?
Good catch.
I can't
Here's
see.
one of the problems is that this
The player
thing-
aid doesn't say that.
But yeah, I mean, it doesn't. You really need to read the manual because this gives you
Right.
an idea, but doesn't say that.
Right,
Alright.
but see, like I said with the other one,
Let's move on.
I don't think it would have
This has
taken
got to
much.
be super boring for everybody else.
No,
I don't think
we
so.
warned people that it's our first game. It's a learning game.
Is this one of these regions? I can't tell because the color looks slightly different.
It's a farm.
No, this is.
Is that not a farm?
No, that's an entry. No.
It looks like a farm, but it's like slightly darker yellow.
I think it's a farm.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to
Or
be a
fields,
farm, so-
sorry,
Yeah,
fields.
It's got to be a field.
All right, so I'm gonna.
4?
It costs you 4. 1, 2.
I
yeah,
have
4.
I can do one less,
Oh,
right?
so 3?
Yep.
Yeah.
So 3.
Okay. Is that it?
I think people are interested. I mean, people like to
You want to
mean,
redeploy?
we definitely have these conversations.
Nope. So 1, 2. You took a bunch of my guys away.
Yep.
1, 2,
It happens.
3, 4.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
10.
10, 11.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice. You've been getting 11 pretty consistently.
Yeah.
I'm not, yeah, we need to do something about that too.
And that's all I'm going to do, I
your
think. That's my
Somebody just posted it. Thank you, KP. KP went to BGG. You know how quickly some questions get answered? We might even have an answer before the stream is over. So KP might come back in. Since people say, Andrew, thank you. I don't think it's boring. We're figuring out a game, and people that are watching want to know how the game is played too. So like these conversations, and this is not just this game. If you have a player like that keeps off such a key rule, man, like that really should have been. It wouldn't have taken that much more space for them to put that on the player.
Defensive place watchtower in each of the regions where he controls the majority of.
Yep.
And removes any watchtower from fields he no longer controls this majority. A watchtower token makes a region immune to all powers. Does it go away?
Well, it says, does it say, does it?
It doesn't say.
It says you remove it if you don't control the majority anymore.
Oh, I guess that's the case.
Yeah.
If I go in decline, I'm still doing it, but then as you start to beat them up.
I guess so. I guess that's a
they go
power that's
away.
still active in decline. We're finding a lot of vagueness in the rulebook as we're playing this live. Sorry, guys. This happens. That's a great question, Jeremy. I actually don't have an answer.
I think
for
I'm
that.
going to decline. I think I'm going to go for my final race here.
Yep, I think I'm
So-
about to do the same thing. Oh, we're on 7, right? Because you just went.
Yes. So these guys, so here's what happens, Kira. So you've not played this before. My guys go into decline, lose this.
Yep.
This goes away. All of my final guys go away.
Your drawn eye guys come off.
So
Okay.
1, 2,
So these both get cleared
3.
as well.
Yep. He's gone. They actually go to the bottom of the
Yep.
deck in case you cycle through them, but these are get
possible.
reshuffled. All right. So I just declined my race. I don't think I do anything else other than gain victory points. I gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right?
Yep.
6.
6?
I got it.
I got it. I think I'm going to have to do the same. So my Naga come off. So I lose 1, 2, 3.
Did you remember to move
4.
that round tracker, by the
did.
way? Okay.
They only have 5 left on the board anyway?
Your Naga?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gone.
All right, so then my orcs will flip.
So
Keep 1 in each.
you
1,
lose your
2,
ability.
3, 4, 5. I never really even used that ability. I forgot about it. And then 1 more here. So I have 6.
You're getting 6.
So 6 points. That's not so bad. I just don't want to go into the last rounds. Like, I want to have a fresh race. So.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so then I suppose
Decline as well? Or?
I probably should at this point, just because.
Do you only have 5 trolls left on the board?
And I've only got 2 dwarves.
But the doors will go away.
They are going to go away.
Yeah,
so it's just kind of, you guys have eliminated my stuff, so I got to do something different.
So 5 points? Or do you have more?
Is that everything?
I think so.
I think she's only got 5 trolls.
Did you turn my guy over earlier
he
and
was
count it
there?
as one of yours?
Oh, yeah, give 1 victory
Oh, was
point
that
back.
one of my guys? Or one of her guys? Okay.
That's rude. All right, so then
5.
this goes away, right? So I don't get that anymore?
That's correct.
Or 6 points. You get 6. All right, 6 guys.
She's got 6.
Gator Dave, no, these are not the only islands. We talked about it when we were setting up, but you're always going to, for a 3-player game, you use 1 big, 1 medium, and 1 small. But there are other islands in the box that we're not using currently, so.
What's Forsaken do?
Forsaken, every time you would kill another race token, you can pay a coin to get another of your Forsaken from the box. So you're basically losing victory points, but you're gaining soldiers.
Right.
Yeah, I know. That seems like a difficult one to balance, but I don't really.
And the Worgen lets me attack anywhere, right?
Yeah.
But no, 1 less for
Pay 1
all
less,
my turns.
If you pay 1 victory coin, conquer any region this turn at 1 less token than usual.
And sailing, do not pay the extra 1 race token when entering a region.
Yeah.
That's pretty big, too.
It is.
And controlling those areas is also... all kinds of choices here, Ryan.
I know.
Do you have any suggestions for me?
I'm still trying to read them all myself because I don't.
What is this? What's championing? That looks awful.
Championing is you immediately remove all of the enemy's tokens. However, we all just went in decline, so nobody has a big stack. That would have been great earlier when you had like a big stack of tokens and you can just come and conquer it immediately.
We conquer any adjacent region for free, regardless of the number of enemy tokens. Oh, schnikes. All right, I think I'm gonna go Worgen. Yeah, let's just go Worgen. All right, and collect this. I'm gonna collect 10 Worgens. Where are you, Worgens? Here you are. These are the good guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've got all of them.
Ethereals.
So Worgens, they can go into Worgen form or human form. Human form is basically I just get 2 free victory points every round. Worgen form means I can pay 1 coin and all my conquests cost 1 less for the entire turn, which sounds really good right now, which I think I will do. I will spend 1 coin to make all of my conquests this round 1 less. So I'm going to go here for 1, 2, 3, 4, which is actually going to cost me 3. It's like the same color on each side. I'm going to go here for 2. I'm going to go here for 2. I'm going to go here for
So the first
2,
one you take
3,
off with somebody,
right?
they get
Or
back,
no, it's
right?
1
Oh
less
no,
for
because
the
they're
entire
declined.
turn.
They're declined, so you don't get them back, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 1, 2 for the entire turn.
Nice.
And then I'm going to try for this. Nope. So I'm going to go here. I did conquer one of the opposite race on both sides, so I get 2 coins for that. 1 from each of you guys. Killed a troll and an orc. And I'm going to get 1, 2, 3,
Oh, yeah, we should be an
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I get 10. And that is my turn.
All right. I think I'm going to pay 1, and I'm going to take the Sailing Blood Elves. So if you could give me 10 Blood Elves, please.
Do you want to show those before you get all
It's all right.
shaded?
So Sailing lets me come into any port without paying that extra penalty.
I get 1 extra victory.
Blood Elves collect 1 bonus victory coin for each magic spot I occupy at the end of the turn, which is nice.
And I just collect an extra victory point because of my archaeologist and controlling that. Just
right.
FYI.
10 Blood Elves.
I get to redeploy, by the way, before you go.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you do.
Let's make sure I can kind of hold on to what I have here. That's good. That's good. I think that's good. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Can you give me 10 Blood Elves, please?
10 Blood Elves. These are bad guys.
Yep.
What do they
Blood
look
Elves
like?
are
What
Horde.
do they look like?
They look like
Little droplet guys. Yeah, these guys. How many?
Drow with swords, 10.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
5 for Sailing, 5 for the Blood Elves themselves. Blood Elves can... yeah, sure. Blood Elves give me 1 victory point for taking a...
There's the Blood Elves.
Magic space. Where are the magic spaces? I see 1. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm going to come in here for 2. Oh, yeah. Come in there for 2 because I don't have to pay the extra 1 because I'm Sailing.
Nice.
I'm going to come in here for 2.
Yep.
I'm going to take this one for 3. So that gives me 1 victory point because it was an alliance figure. Is this the same alliance over there, or is that different?
It's the same. They're both gnomes.
Okay. Well, I'm actually going to come in here for 3 instead. 1, 2, plus 1. I don't have to pay that extra.
No, once per turn or just period?
It's period.
Anytime.
Yep. So this goes away.
Okay.
And so that's my Blood Elves. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I have any orcs left on the board? Is that an orc?
You have... No, I wiped you off. That's... oh, yeah, you have 1 orc.
So I get 7 victory points.
Hi, babe.
6, 7. Actually, keep the 7. I'll put it 3 back in. I'll put in 3 and take a 10 instead.
Attack of the dog.
All right. That was my Blood Elves.
All right. So I guess they can conquer it but not remain on it when they go in decline. I'm not sure what that question is.
That is Jonathan's official answer from myself.
Kira, what'd you do?
Night Elves, please.
9. So you decline last turn. This turn you're getting the Night Elves. 9. What's their icon? Little knight symbol.
You conquer forest regions at 1 token less than usual. Also, place a Wisp Wall token, which is a defense +1, in your forest regions.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I don't follow. Wisp Walls remain in decline.
Yeah. So they actually will remain even when your race is in decline.
Oh,
They're like
I see.
forts.
I see.
Like,
well, I thought the forts... Oh, they only
forts
went away
also
once
remain when you're in decline. They leave if you lose the space or abandon it for any reason.
So 1 token less for the firsts.
What'd
So,
What?
firsts.
First.
All right. So where can I do some stuff here? So okay,
Stuff everywhere.
this is,
3?
but it's 1 less because it's a
forest. Yep.
That's right.
Which
Nice entry point.
same here.
Nice entry point. You can expand off that now.
I probably will.
Remember, Alliance versus Horde. Alliance versus Horde.
So
if you do
this
it costs 3 though. It's not a forest. That's a forest.
Yep.
So you get a victory point. Go ahead and take that now, so we don't forget it.
Now I get the Wisp Walls.
Yep. 2 Wisp Balls.
2
1,
Wisp Balls.
2,
Oh, sorry,
3.
1 for each.
Nice.
Nice. Well done.
All right. So then, oh, I forgot. I've got this thing.
What's that?
Championing. You can put a champion token down to immediately conquer 1 region for free.
Who's in a forest where I want a forest? Here.
You are not adjacent to
Oh,
that
I have
one,
to be
though.
adjacent. All right, so maybe... It doesn't really seem all that exciting all of a sudden.
Just knocking people off the boards, basically, all you're doing at this point. So he gets one of those.
I get one of them back.
Yep.
And then I put one of my people here then, right?
No.
I think the champion is just it. Ryan, can you clarify what the champion does?
Champion counts as 1 race token.
Ah, there you go.
Okay. Any other special abilities?
I have
this
to.
As I go.
Oh,
just to
no,
make sure nothing else
no
special.
race token is discarded, but you must immediately pay the attacker 1 victory coin.
Pay the attacker.
The champion counts as 1 race token for defense. In the region the champion stands in is conquered. No race token is discarded, but you must immediately pay the attacker. So I'll have to pay you
If he's defeated.
to retrieve it.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I get.
Yep, there you go.
1.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Interesting.
2. 3. Because it's a forest, right?
No, I don't think I get. I just.
Oh,
get,
you just get cheaper.
Yeah.
to control.
So sorry. Do I still have any trolls out anywhere? Too?
Yeah, you got 3 right here.
Is that it though? I thought I had some over there.
No, I
Nope.
got him already.
Jeremy systematically
So
wiped them all
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
off. Well done.
Making sure I didn't miss any of them.
9th round. 2 more rounds, yo. Do I decline? It doesn't sound like a smart idea. I'm going to redeploy.
I don't know. I might actually decline.
You are.
So we have 1 round left after this.
What's your decline race right now? The orcs?
Yeah.
You just have this guy left? And your current race is the blood elves?
Yeah, I have very few of those too.
And Kira's got a lot of trolls out. Right?
Yes.
No.
3.
You have
Elves.
2 of these guys.
What's that? Oh, well then.
Is that an orc or is that a troll?
It's an orc. It's not you.
That's an
Kira.
orc? Is that
It's
an orc?
Yes, it's an orc.
Oh, well, I should get 1 more victory point.
Yeah, that's an orc too. It's not you.
Then take 1 victory point from me. Or
Oh, I already
back.
took 1.
I'm
So
going to
just
spend a
put it back.
coin to make my ability to conquer
Yep, one less.
Yeah. So we're going to go 1, 2.
Yeah.
Get a victory point back because it's an orc.
Excuse me. Sorry. AP sets in and all of a sudden I cough.
I'm going to go here for 3. So it's 1 less. And I'm going to get another victory point because that time it's a troll. And then I've got this. And I think I'm going to try to conquer this. So that's typically
4.
4.
Yep.
It's only 3 because
Right.
that's 1 less.
So you need to roll
2.
2 on the die.
Potluck.
Nope.
Nothing. All right, so we will put this guy. I don't know if it matters. I'll just put him here. It's
All
fine.
right. Well, I am actually going to go into decline.
Hold on. I'm going to get victory points. I'm going to gain.
Oh, you're right.
Do you want to
Sorry.
redistribute?
2. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Wait.
12.
You didn't count that guy twice?
My abilities, if I control
Ah,
sides, it's
oh,
1
nice.
extra. So
That's a lot of points.
12's
Alright.
not bad.
You got a lot of points over there for sure.
I do, but they're all 1s.
Oh, I was supposed to put this blood elf back after that one that survived. How many would I have? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, I'm just gonna go into decline because I have 1 orc left on the board. So, whatever. I don't need those orcs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's right.
So I'm just gonna get 1, 2, 3 points.
Yikes.
That's it. But I have there's a reason.
You're playing for the last
Yep.
last thing to do something.
Yep, that's right. Because I was I didn't have much left.
No, I get you. Kira's going to redeploy.
Yeah, it makes sense for her too. Because she still has that bonus.
Sure. That's true. What you doing?
4?
That's going to cost you 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't know if it's worth it because it's not like I'm getting extra VP for it.
No.
So we're talking about the the extra victory points you get for attacking the opposite faction. And I like that too. That gives you a reason to target specific races. It also gives you a reason to attack your own, because you can actually attack your own spaces, which is very interesting.
Forced?
Yeah, but I have to be...
I think it's your guy, though, right?
This is me. Does that count as adjacent?
It does. I would imagine so. It counts as a
token. It says counts as a token for defense purposes.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So, again...
Well, you could always
tell me.
Pick him up and then put your guys down there and then put him there.
That's a good idea.
I mean, it's the same difference.
I only have to put one there, though, right?
Why just one?
It's always two.
It's always two guys.
It's always two,
it's always two
in a new region?
Yeah.
Yep.
So then I can do this, and that goes away.
Sure.
And this lets me do...
Only when you introduce. Nothing super powerful right now.
All right, so then I can redistribute.
Yep.
But they have to go to regions I'm already in.
That's correct.
Okay. Yeah. Nah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? I didn't miss anybody?
That's right.
Cool. Done.
Last round.
Let's do this.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to pick up. I'm going to spend a coin to do one less for this entire round. So this is going to cost me how many? 4?
Somebody,
Does this
where
count?
are the undead, John? They're actually out. The Forsaken. They're our top one here.
Yeah. So this is going to cost me 3.
Not 4?
No, it's 3.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There's already a token.
It's -1 for my Worgen.
Oh, okay.
Yep. You paid a victory point for that?
Yes, it's right there. So I get a victory point back because I can opposite faction. And then I have this guy. And who did I just kill? A troll?
Yeah.
Is there any other race that I can kill?
There's a blood elf hanging out up there.
That's going to cost me 4, right?
Yep.
No?
Oh, no, because you're adjacent. It's going to cost you 3. Which would be 2 because you're at -1.
I'll try it.
So you need to roll at least a 1? Got it.
So that's
I
another
don't think I have any blood elves left on the board.
Sorry to interrupt, but do I get a wisp here because of this?
No, I think it's just your faction.
It just counts as my defense. Okay.
All right, so I'm going to collect victory points. I'm going to redistribute. I'm going to go here. I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
That's really
14.
good. 14, yep.
15, yep.
Why 15?
1, 2, 3,
This is
4,
his
5.
Yeah, 15. It's a pretty good last turn.
That's a good last turn.
All right, I'm going to take the Forsaken. So I get 10 of them.
10 Forsaken, yo. Those are, where are they?
Ugh.
Too bad the pandas didn't come out.
I know, they're up there, but it's just...
Are these the guys?
They look like undead. They have the big swords.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Unfortunately, the Marsh
6,
Dweller
7,
ability is not great.
They're the guys with the mask right here.
Yep.
There's a lot of Forsaken.
Yeah.
We didn't get the pandas.
Each time you force the loss of a race token, you may spend 1 victory coin to gain an additional Forsaken, but only during the redeployment phase. So that doesn't actually do me any good.
No.
All right, so...
What you gonna do, Ryan?
I'm gonna come in there and take that water. Yep.
This?
That one.
So that's gonna cost you
4.
4.
And it's gonna give me a victory point because
so you
it's
killed a
race.
Worgen, so you get a victory point.
Yep. And then where are their non-Worgens?
Keep him, right?
To
redeploy?
I do keep him, but yeah.
Well,
no, he goes away. I'm just keeping him so I know that he's got his victory
Right.
point from Worgens.
Okay.
Right. And
I thought you got to keep your first one to redeploy it.
The first one goes away. The first one's killed. All the other ones come back to your hand.
yep. I'll kill the one next to it.
Yeah, it's the only way that they would go
Not
away.
really getting a lot here.
Here?
No, the one that's...
This one?
Yeah. I'm not going to get many points on my last turn. This was
so
a bad...
this just goes away. These both.
I don't. You guys have eliminated me from like the entire board. You killed all my orcs and all my blood elves. All right, let's just take the Murloc out for 3. Unfortunately, So that just gives me 1, 2, 3. And do I have a single Blood Elf left?
You have one out here.
So I have 4 victory points from my last round. That was not great.
Kira, take us home.
Not great.
What you got? What you got? What you got?
It's not a lot to work with here. Well, I can do this, right?
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
So one goes away, I keep one.
That's what I was asking about earlier.
In that case, I keep one. It's everyone after the first one.
Yep. But it won't matter because it's the end of the game.
Unless it's a tiebreaker.
So I can go here,
Yeah.
here. This is the cheaper one though, because that only cost me 2, right?
Why 2?
Because
That's going to cost you 2 no matter what.
it's a forest.
Oh, one less.
I did awful.
There you go.
By the way.
All right, how many are you getting? You're getting 1, 4,
Wait,
4.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't have any more of these guys out. You took them all.
No, they're gone.
You guys destroyed me.
All right.
Just taking my things off the board willy-nilly.
Let's do math.
All right, math
On the
time.
live stream.
Math for the live stream.
Oh, boy.
Ugh, that was not good.
That bad?
No, it's just not good. But I had a couple
That's
turns
not
where I
good.
was just wiped. You guys just wiped me out.
Just trading out. All right, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 98, 103.
I have 93.
93, 91, 103?
Yep.
That's actually really close.
It's close, but yeah, those last 2 turns, man, you hammered me. It was smart. It was smart to do that.
Well, no one was attacking my Worgen.
Well, I
They were living
tried.
out on the board, and my gnomes, man, my gnomes were brutal. But it could be asterisks if the sea spaces come out to be.
Somebody
not
was
what we
saying,
thought
let me
they
see.
were.
Can I see the gnome? I'm just curious.
So what do you mean, see him?
The token.
The token?
The gnome.
Oh, the gnome
yeah.
board?
Just because somebody, yeah. Yeah, it does show it right there. Somebody was saying, I don't think the gnome token shows it, and I'm saying it does.
We showed it.
Here,
I
we'll show it.
pointed
Oh, it does,
out
yeah.
earlier.
Yeah,
Somebody was
You
saying.
can clearly see right here. It
So-
shows all the different types of landscapes.
Well, they're
so
not
you
going to
can-
see that now, but it's fine.
Oh, that's true. Anyway,
But you got, I mean, whatever.
can see it.
The deal is, it was still a fun
a
game.
deal.
It was still a fun game. I mean, I still had a good time playing it, even
it-
though there was definitely some rules ambiguity that's going to have to be resolved through an FAQ
Sure.
or something. You can't use a term like any without defining in the rulebook what any means,
All right.
because you know.
2 questions. First one to Kira. Kira, being your first time playing any kind of small world, do you like this kind of game?
It's fine.
Sounds like a no. That is a no. You
It's
can
fine.
be honest here. Everyone here
I'm not
knows.
like big on area control games in general. So, I mean, it was
This
cute.
is-
It was easy to follow. I mean, I could play it again or I could not.
I don't own Small World. I'll probably keep this one for a while. I like Warcraft. I think that's the reason why. I like the idea of going into Klein and trying to pick your battles because you can't really win. Ryan, question for you is, do you think that there's enough here to warrant like this compared to Small World?
I mean,
Having known we haven't played the team variant either, which
sure,
could
the
change
team
things.
variant
See,
sounds
that
cool.
intrigues me.
What the thing about this game so if you don't own Small World, I say buy this one for 2 reasons. One, the islands are cool. In Small World, there's a bunch of regular Small World boards. You could probably play this game even with those boards. But having to pay the extra to come in makes it a little more interesting. And also pitting the Horde versus the Alliance and getting those extra victory points when you attack the opposing faction, it made me make some decisions that maybe I wouldn't have made.
Yep.
If you already own Small World and play Small World a lot, the only reason to buy this version would be if you like World of Warcraft. It's got some different abilities, but a lot of the abilities are very similar or just translations from the base game. And it doesn't feel much different. It does. I mean, obviously, we ran into some rules ambiguity.
Sure.
I think the original Small World, and people were even commenting on this, is a really, really good rule book, actually. I think they just need to do another pass here and clear up that confusion so especially when it comes to this player aid. If there's something very important about an ability or race,
sure.
And it could be just implied that we didn't say it, and so it doesn't exist. But it's one of those edge cases, especially, and I'm sorry, if you put a token on the water, I'm going to think I can do that.
Sure.
But whatever.
Agreed. I mean, it's agreed, absolutely.
It's probably just a misprint overall.
Yeah,
well, I don't. One way or the other, they need to have an FAQ. That's one thing.
I don't claim to have played Smallworld enough to know how many changes are, especially with all the expansions. I do like the relics and the legendary places.
Yeah, that's
I think
pretty cool.
They add that little element. And we played with a very small fraction. We have 3 of them in our game. And there's a handful of them here, all providing unique powers for the players to control. So it adds another aspect. That may have been in the original Smallworld with the expansions, but I never touched them. I like that in here. It makes thematic sense as well. I mean, there's things in here that if you're a Warcraft fan, you're completely going to understand.
Yeah. If I was going to play Smallworld, because I have some friends that this is the perfect weight, and also I do like area control games, and this is one where you're not penalized for losing all your guys, because in some area control games, if you're knocked out, you're sitting and waiting and watching, or you're just getting no points ever. And this one, you're kind of encouraged with the ebb of the flow of the game. You can always come back and get a lot. So.
And the other enjoyable thing is the mix. Like, with 16, and I don't know how many of these are. I don't know what the math is. You guys can do the math, but there's
a formula for that.
Probably thousands of combinations that can come into play here.
Hundreds at least. But that was probably the most fun for me, was figuring out who did what and what the combo was going, what the benefit of the combo was going to be.
Sure. Right.
That
That
was the enjoyable part for me of the game.
Yeah.
All right, so that is Small World of Warcraft. I believe it's shipping first week of September. It's right around the corner. So yeah, go check it out. It'll probably be everywhere. It'll be talked about by everyone. So if you guys have any questions, make them in the comments when this posts. Thanks for watching on this Friday night. Our little impromptu live stream is fun, and we will see you guys next time.